Hello everybody, my name is CulBlu, and as you guys can hear, somebody has died already, or somebody's in the process of dying, or Dota just wants me to be excited for no reason. I don't know, that music's kind of throwing me off. There we go, silence, finally. Just birds chirping and crickets dying and stuff, and nature and whatnot. Anywho, as you guys saw right there, I'm bringing you guys TeamPyro's Dota 2 tournament, and actually TeamPyro is playing in this match. So it'll be interesting stuff to see. TeamPyro is actually competing in their own tournament. Why not? This is the loser brackets. Excuse me. This is the loser brackets semifinals, and then there'll be a loser brackets final. Then there'll be the grand finals. I think tomorrow. But nonetheless, we're jumping ourselves into this match. Like I said, TeamPyro versus VoiD team. If you guys want to see the brackets, I'll show you guys that really fast because that's always fun stuff to see. And yes, I did move my homework. So we are right in here. We are watching. Oh jeez. Refresh. And Explorer, do my homework for me. We're sorry, you must update to Firefox first. I knew it. Anyway, let's see. We are watching. Oh, it's not updated. Anyway, TeamPyro versus VoiD team, which is the match you guys are watching here. As you guys can see right here, this is the consolidation matches, which is a nice way to say loser brackets. No offense to the players, of course, but these guys have dropped one game. This tournament series is best of one with a, of course, winner bracket, upper bracket, lower bracket type format. So we're watching this match, and as you guys see, the next team will be able to face off, or sorry, these teams will be able to face off against each other. The winners of these two matches, or sorry, crap, you guys can't see what I'm pointing at you. The winner of those two matches, matches number L11 and L12, and then they'll be moving on to L13, and then the winner of that will face the second place person of the winner bracket, upper brackets, and they'll be facing against Anonymous. So anyway, that's a long way to stall. Just so I can get these picks to go, because there's not much to talk about, because you guys are taking their sweet time. Speaking of taking their sweet time, I guess I have just enough time to go get some water, because I need it, because I need water, otherwise I'll die. As far as the bands go, we see a Lifestealer band, Battle Rider band, standard bands across the board. I'll leave you guys with that, as I run downstairs and try not to hurt myself while doing it.
Dire team ban. Radiant team pick. Dire team pick.
And of course, by run, I mean a very brisk walk, because I don't want anybody to think I'm in a hurry or anything, because I'm definitely not in a hurry. I'm just casting Dota, and we have all the time in the world. Thankfully, there've only been 3 different things that have changed, which we see OD pick, Wisp pick. Wisp pretty much changes the way the game is played. Although, admittedly, Wisp has been completely ignored a lot of times in this whole entire tournament. Excuse me. Hold on.
Dire team pick.
See guys, you do get exercise when you do a brisk walk. For all the people who laugh at people who just do exercise or walk around the neighborhood and say they're doing exercise, that's a lot of exercise, that's a lot of work. Anyway, enough of that, enough of my personal points aside. Like I said, we see the Wisp ban, we also see the OD ban. OD pretty much wins his lane mid. He's been ignored per se as well in this whole entire tournament, but he's still getting banned out. They don't want to see none of that. They want to make sure their mid wins their lane and does well enough. As far as the picks, we see VoiD team. They picked up a Darkseer. Darkseer, very solid offlaner. He can pretty much deal. He can pretty much survive almost anything, except for a nuke. I think only cockroaches can do that. But hey, Darkseer kind of looks like a cockroach, so he's kind of close. I mean, he has a little spiny things. Like if you zoom in on a cockroach's leg, you see the spines everywhere. But I digress. So as far as TeamPyro, they picked up the Visage or Visage, however you want to pronounce it. I like Visage because it sounds cooler. It sounds Russian or German, whichever language you guys prefer. And solo substance charges early game is pretty much almost always guarantees a first blood. If somebody gets really low, they say, "Yes, I made it with 10 HP left." Visage says, "Nope." Throws out his solo substance charge, gets a kill, and his team claims the first blood, and it takes the pressure off everybody. That's first blood for support equals more runes, or sorry, more wards, which could mean more rune control, equals faster boots for them so they can be more aggressive. It might equal upgraded courier, which can just definitely help out the mid. All around, first blood for support is actually a viable thing to do, as opposed to just give first blood to your carry so they can get a hand to minus and not be involved in the fight anyway. But I may have a slight bias, you know, maybe because I play supports all the time. Just gonna go ahead and state that out front. So, VoiD picked up a Dragonite. Dragonite, one of those very, very, what's the word?
10 seconds
Tanky
remaining.
frontline heroes, I guess. And of course, keep in mind I say tanky, not tank, because there's no such thing as tank in Dota, except for maybe Bristleback, but he's the only exception
Reserve time.
because he has a negative or that reduction in damage to his back. But anyway, pretty much any hero that gets caught out in Dota, if you have 5 people focused on that one person's gonna die in the matter of at least 4 seconds, maybe 5 seconds. I'll give credit to Centaur Warrunner if he has an AC, but otherwise he'll probably die just as fast. So Dragonite, he's one of those tanky frontline people mainly because he gains a lot of armor, and the reason why he does it is because he has Dragon's Blood. Why not Elk's Blood or Elf's Blood? Because Elf's Blood gives you intelligence, and Dragonite says, I'm not about that life, I'm about that dragon armor plus that regen plus that armor. And it's a really good thing to have, especially when you get to the late game, because Dragonite, like I said, he's naturally tanky by virtue of having a lot of armor. And having all that armor is very, very hard to chew through. It just makes it that much more survivable, because essentially for every 1 point of armor you have, you effectively get you reduce the incoming damage from physical attacks by 6%. So if you multiply 6% times 12, that equals 60 plus 12,
10
or
seconds
6% times, yeah,
remaining.
60 plus 12, that should be 72% reduction in incoming damage, which is essentially reducing the damage that he feels by roughly, I don't know, 0.4, 0.5, almost 0.5. Not exactly 0.5. It'll be 0.5 if it was 100%. Somewhere in that general area, which means he's really survivable. And also, if you just stack HP on Dragonite, you can actually be very effective as far as surviving right clicks. Speaking of people who, speaking of being hard to chew through armor, Naga's actually really good at allowing your team to chew through that armor because of that Riptide. That's right, guys. 5 armor reduction just for 110 mana. It's not the most mana in the world. Actually, 110 mana is the exact cost of a soul assumption charge, which is actually kind of cool. Oh, I lied. I'm sorry, guys. I lied. CulBlu lied to you guys.
Dire team ban.
I told you Santa Claus wasn't real. Sorry. Spoiler alert. Anyway, Riptide would be very nice for her to actually get into those fights and kill the Dragonite, so he won't just be there popping his poison on top of everybody. So Naga's a very nice pickup, and also Naga as a support has seen quite a bit of popularity, mainly because you throw him down on top of somebody, that's pretty much equals a free kill. Speaking of things that match well with the net, moving on to things that match well with the net, I was going to say Juggernaut Spin. Juggernaut's Blade Fury matches really well. Basically, Naga nets and Juggernaut spins on you and they kill you. As Moif would like to say, that one phrase I said that he really loves, spin or net plus spin equals win, and that is definitely true. We've seen it happen plenty of times with or besides Naga and Juggernaut combination. So, rightly so, Juggernaut will be denied to Team Pyro. Puck is also banned out by VoiD. Puck is a very nice mid. She's also really good versus people who need to cast spells, which is pretty much everybody. And if she can get the silence on a key hero to make sure they can't pop a stun when the fight does engage, then they can pretty much just, if they can avoid getting her inside the pool or having her in the game, then they can just pretty much get rid of all those worries that if Earthshaker needs to cast a fissure, if they do pick an Earthshaker, then he might get silenced, so he might not be able to do it. Stuff like that. So let's go ahead and look at the bans on the side of Team Pyro. They banned out the Alchemist, they banned out Jakiro. Alchemist is one of those carries where if you go really late with the Alchemist, he's pretty scary. Not the scariest thing in the world. I think a Face of Void ultra late game is scary as crap. Actually, technically Spectre and Medusa are the scariest carries in the game ultra late game. Like, I'm talking like 80-minute game where everybody has farm and the carries have more. So, yeah, but Medusa's not in the pool, so let's not talk about her. But Alchemist actually getting banned out, so no free go for these guys. The 4 protect 1 strat, or 4+1 strat, it will not be that big of a deal to deal with, mainly because Alchemist, he's one of those heroes where you have to kind of worry about. Because if you do let him get too much room, he'll just get those quick items, like I said, a fast AC, fast Radiance, and just start showing up in fights and killing everybody just by virtue of being there. So having him banned out, very smart, very well played by Team Pyro. Something that they don't have to worry about. Jakiro, he's going to be banned out as well. Jakiro, one of those super solid supports where during a team fight, his team fight presence is bigger than it seems. Ice Path is a very big thing to be afraid of. It's only, I think, a 7-second cooldown, and it pretty much just shows up from the middle of nowhere, and it just disrupts the team fight all kind of which ways. So having him out of the pool is also really nice. Moving on to the picks, we see VoiD team. They did pick a Lich, and Lich is really nice for allowing his team to just flat out win that lane. So having Lich with his deny, with his sacrifice, it's really good because, well, it pretty much lets you win your lane. That's one less creep that the enemy has a chance to collect gold off of. That's one less creep that the enemy is gaining experience from. And that means you guys will, or that means that lane should technically win, if all things being equal, except for that, of course. And also, late game Frost Armor really nice for slowing down that attack speed of enemies. 20%, or sorry, 30%, actually no, yeah, 20% attack slow is essentially 20, or a reduction of attack speed by 20, or something like that. I think that's what the numbers come out to. So having that Frost Armor late game really nice. And also Lich ulti, don't forget about that. The thing bounces around, and it does a lot of damage. Moving on to the pick, or sorry, moving on to their other pick, they picked up a Doombringer, who's actually really nice versus a Faceless Void, because Faceless Void, he wants to go in, he wants to be in the front and just punch you until you die, just perma-bash you until you're dead. If Doombringer can get his ulti off of Faceless Void loses his evasion, Faceless Void loses his ability to bash people, and he also can't cast any spells. So he pretty much becomes a very expensive, a very high damage target to kill that can't do anything to actually damage you. So it would be really nice to have a Doombringer. So he's actually in the pool. Oh, sorry. So he's been picked up by VoiD team. Moving on to the Magnus. Magnus, once those team fights do break out, he looks like he wants to be the first one in. Pop his ulti, pull everybody in, and then have Faceless Void follow up on top of him with his Chronosphere. So it would be a wombo combo of all centuries. We'll see if Team Pyro do decide to add something else to that wombo combo. But by the looks of it, I mean, having Naga to set up with the ulti, just sleep everybody, and then have Magnus casually walk in, position himself appropriately, pop his ulti as soon as the Naga song ends, and Faceless Void follow up with his Chronosphere afterwards, is going to be some sick damage coming out on top of VoiD team if they do get it off, if Team Pyro are able to get it off perfectly. Now moving on to the bans, Weaver banned out, very smart ban. Weaver probably one of the, not the most, but probably one of the more annoying heroes in the game. Basically because Weaver's not the most important target. He's usually never the most important target to focus in a team fight. That said, that means that Weaver has free roam or free reign to just run around, just to coochie around, do damage on top of everybody. Weaver's more like the third, maybe even the fourth most important target to focus in a team fight. And if you have him in there, then he's just actually going to just start killing the crap out of everything and all your supports. As far as the other ban, Team Pyro banned out the Rubik, and I'm going to go ahead and start getting excited, guys. I know I don't seem so excited about it, but there's a Bristleback pickup. And let me tell you guys, I'm excited about the Bristleback pickup. And how do you guys know for sure? Well, you don't. You just have to trust my word on it. Hopefully my word goes somewhere. But Bristleback, like I said, there's no such thing as a true tank in Dota 2. Bristleback probably the closest thing inside of it, and he's picked up most out of VoiD team. So essentially what you see on the VoiD team's lineup is an extremely tanky front line. Which means that Dragonite, he's going to be on the front. Doombringer, he's going to be on the front. Bristleback, he's going to be on the front. And it's a really great thing for VoiD team. Hey, Ron, because I got the time. Oh man, check out my lines. Anyway, it's a really great thing for the team because you have Dragonite, Doombringer, and Bristleback. They're all great people to build themselves an AC. So if you give them an AC, if you give a Dragonite an AC, he's going to make Doombringer that much more survivable. Bristleback becomes more survivable. If you give Doombringer AC, he's going to be that much survivable, and Dragonite he's going to have even more armor, and Bristle is going to have armor to actually complement his Bristleback. So it's going to be pretty difficult to kill these guys with right clicks. So it will all come down to what kind of damage they have to counter that, what kind of negative armor items they go for, if they're able to catch out people in these fights, if they're able to get pickoffs before VoiD team get too big and too survivable to actually kill. So we'll see how things plan out. And also Team Pyro picked up a CK as our last pick. I think that's more so a response to the fact that they see VoiD team with such a tanky front line that they're kind of afraid to just go in with the Faceless Void first, like, you know, go Faceless Void first into a team fight and then let him die and then have no damage to follow up. So CK will be the secondary damage on the backside. So he'll probably be playing in the I want to say he'll probably be playing tri-lane with the Nagastar plus Visage, and have Magnus and Suicide or mid, and have, actually no, hold on, Faceless Void in the tri-lane. Yeah, Faceless Void in the tri-lane, Naga off lane? No. Faceless Void in the tri-lane, Magnus mid, and CK off lane. I don't know, it's going to be interesting to see how Team Pyro do decide to split their lanes up. I don't foresee a support CK. I don't think he'll be all that useful. And what? Not sure what's going on. Okay. It seems like it seems to be that they random a Chaos Knight, and they're gonna go ahead and go with it. So not too sure what we're gonna be seeing here. Maybe it was a misclick. Maybe it was a. Maybe they just ran out of time. I'm not too sure, but we're gonna be seeing CK in this game. Like I said, it's gonna be very interesting to see how they lane it. They could do a classic 2-1-2, basically 2 people up top, 1 person mid, 2 people down bottom, pub style, and just go for that. Which actually looks to be what VoiD are doing. Nah, Doombringer be in the jungle. Okay, makes sense. So let me go and do introductions. Starting off, of course, on the side of the Dire, which is VoiD team, and we got 1 minute pause, please, coming out from Bruzo. Moving on to his Lich, we see, oh jeez, we see Asia Tico for Jagaro. And let me make sure I switch my overlays, because if I didn't, I'd be so mad at myself. Thank you, I switched my overlays. Yes, good job, CulBlu. Self high five. I'm moving over to this Bristleback, who I'm actually going to be very, very interested to see how he plays this. We see Kanan on him. Moving mid on this Dragon Knight, we see Nessux or Nessuns. How you pronounce that? Moving over to this Darkseer, we see stand-in Tomahawk. So he's obviously a stand-in for this team. And on this Doombringer, we see Rapuza on Doom. Moving over to the side of TeamPyro, we see Cypher on this Magnus. Moving over to the Visage, we see Jumper on him. On this Faces Void, of course, we see Joker on him, as always, playing that carry role. And on the CK, we see Garnicus on him. And I think the last person is, of course, the Nagasaurin, the one, the only, the admin for this tournament. So I am obviously not biased in rooting for them to win, but, I mean, it's kind of their tournament, and I kind of want to cast it again, because it's kind of awesome. We see, of course, we see Bruzo on that Nagasaurin. And I'm pretty sure you guys want to see more tournaments coming out from this team. So shout out to TeamPyro for hosting this tournament, and also shout out to them for playing in it as well and making it this far. They did drop a game earlier, which is why they are in the lower bracket, but they are fighting their way back to the top. And it will be like a Cinderella story if they're able to actually pull out the win. Or maybe because they're hosting a tournament, they have map packs. Suspicious. So let's go ahead and call out how these lanes are going to match up on the side of VoiD. I guess I probably should have called it earlier, but Dragon Knight mid, not so surprised about it. Dragon Knight mid versus a dual lane up top with a Bristle Lich and have Doombringer in the jungle. Meanwhile, we have a Suicide Solo Darkseer, of course, because he can survive in that lane. He would be fine down here. Meanwhile, on the side of TeamPyro, we have a dual lane, it seems, or possibly a tri lane. Or maybe a jungle CK. Or CK farming ancients?
The battle begins.
Nope, looks like a dual lane. So dual lane bottom, a single mid, or single person mid, and dual lane top, or maybe you can try. I don't know. They're still rotating. They're confusing me right now. Just know, Face of Voice down bottom on the safe lane by himself right now. We have Cypher on that Magnus. He's hanging out mid. We have 2 people. Oh my gosh, these guys might be trying to go for a kill. This might be a free kill. They're going to be able to find themselves a Doombringer in the jungle. Doombringer is going to be here. Doombringer is going to start running away. Rapapalooza doesn't want to be here anymore. He backs away. Observer wards placed on both sides. So that will be there. And a game is paused by Magnus. 1 minute, 1 minute. Something happened. I would check what this one something is, but I can't right now because I'm casting. Actually, I can. Hold on. Let's see. Nope. Okay, can't. Anyway, so admin things go in the background, or maybe just something happened on the team. Not too sure. But mid, we have a Dragon Knight versus Magnus, and this will be the awesome classic lane of an immovable object versus an unstoppable force, and just to see who's gonna win that game, or who's gonna win that match. Because Dragon Knight, he's gonna have the regen out the wazoo once he starts getting points inside of his dragon's blood. Magnus, he can do a lot of magic damage, so he can pretty much ignore completely Dragon Knight's armor, but he will be able to still do some damage to Dragon Knight with those shockwaves, and that will start adding up. So we'll see if Magnus will be able to pick up the kill, or if Dragon Knight will be able to outlast him in the lane, or hit him in the lane. But for the most part, I expect Magnus to win that lane. Meanwhile, down bottom, we see Faces Void solo versus a Darkseer, and we also have the Iron Shell on top of a creep. It is on this This one, right there, you can see the picture right there. Doing damage to nearby enemies. Thank you for telling me that, Dota. I did not know that. So that creep does have the iron shell, so Darkseer already getting starting off things right. No surge. He sees what's in his lane, he sees what he's going up against, and he's ready to kill stuff. Meanwhile, moving up top, we see a rotation from Visage and DK coming in. They want to go for kill, or maybe they're just getting pinged. Doombringer does ping him because he's hanging out. He can't really see too terribly much. Looks like they traded. They traded something. CK got an Observer Ward, so CK is going to place an offensive Observer Ward probably right about there, which I think that does block the camp. Oh, never mind. Okay. I was gonna say, I think if you place a ward right about there, it blocks the camp and also gives you a little bit of vision around the corner. Maybe it doesn't. Lich Sentry Ward is ready, so he's ready to go ahead and counter ward that, but he doesn't know it's been warded yet. So we'll be getting this first pull blocked. And it looks like Lich pulled all his regions, somebody. Meanwhile on top, we got a tri-lane, of course. Wow, okay, never mind. Not that crazy of a tri-lane. Besides Naga Sauron plus CK. I keep forgetting Naga's played as a support nowadays. Let's go look at the last of the night. Dragon Knight actually doing really well in this mid lane versus the Magnus. He already has his points of Dragon's Blood, and Cypher on that Magnus backing up a little bit, trying to get a little bit of farm here and there. But Dragon Knight doing really well in these last hits. And of course, I still do believe Magnus will win his lane, but I could be wrong. Maybe wait, hold on. Oh jeez. Maybe Nessunix. Maybe Nessun knows more than I do. The X is silent, that's right. Meanwhile, down bottom, we got Darkseer actually doing quite a bit of damage with Face of Void. Face of Void does not have any point in Time Walk. He only has Bash plus Backtrack. And he's actually going to be taking quite a bit of damage. Darkseer will be able to get this kill on top of him. Face of Void does Time Walk away. Darkseer surges forward next. Darkseer taking quite a bit of damage. He might be going down. One more tower shot is all he needs. I think Face of Void might be able to finish him off. Now Darkseer is officially on the run. Face of Void needs 10 more seconds before he's able to actually pop his Time Walk again. These guys are just like a slow speed chase right now. Darkseer almost able to get the kill on top of that. Very close, but not close enough. And then Face of Void all of a sudden almost able to get the kill on top of that as well. Meanwhile on top, we got Bristleback. He has 1 point inside of his bristles and 1 point inside of his back. I guess that's why I call him Bristleback, because he only has 2 spells. Oh, cool spray, right? Of course. And meanwhile down bottom, Face of Void and Darkseer going toe to toe. Darkseer might be losing this fight. Face of Void goes ahead and backs away. He has tangos as far as region. Darkseer actually doing really well on region. And he has a courier bringing him out. Probably out, yeah, slow run completed. And now Darkseer actually taking quite a bit of damage with Face's Voice. Time Walk is on cooldown. Meanwhile, on top, we got a lot of damage getting done to Bristleback. Bristleback actually able to get the kill. Double kill for him. Holy crap. This is why you don't dive at Bristleback, guys. This is why you don't try to go for the kill. But besides, not able to actually do anything. He has a Grave Chill. And he goes down as well. This whole entire tri-lane completely dying on top. Cool Spray hurts quite a bit, especially in the early levels. Basically, for every stack it gets, it does an additional something damage. Don't know, but he got hit with the back of that, so that's more damage added towards the next proc of Bristleback coming out from his Cool Spray. Meanwhile, Face of Void does die down bottom as we expected. See, Darkseer able to pick up the kill on top of that. Soul Ring is up on him, so he should be fine. If only there was a Zeus to ult right now, that'd be so funny. Darkseer would be dead. Meanwhile, mid, the fight continues. Magnus and Darkseer both relatively healthy. Darkseer. Magnus and DK both relatively healthy in this middle lane. And as soon as I say that, DK takes quite a bit of damage, so he's no longer healthy. He's actually officially hurt. Meanwhile, we got Visage standing still. I think he's DC'd right now. Oh, no, never mind. He's finally moving away. Something was going on, but Jumper trying to run away while he can. He actually turns around. He will be going down. Nope, he pops up a healing salve just a little bit more. Bristleback trying to get those cool sprays off the top of him. He will be able to get the cool spray, so he does go down. A lot of damage going towards Visage's way. And now Bristleback's on the run, popping those cool sprays. He actually has something getting bought to him. It looks like a bottle, so he can actually pop more cool sprays. And Lich will be going out here very soon. Bristleback trying to get a little bit more damage. One more cool spray is all he needed to kill Naga, and he will be trying to go for it. If only he had a Snot Naga out of range, Bristleback not able to collect any damage on top of that. Gets a damage proc, but Naga had a healing salve. And now CK might be the next person to fall. We got Bristle. Bristle starting to run. CK stunned to come out. Only 1 second stun, not nearly long enough. And nobody dying just yet on the side of VoiD. So Team VoiD doing a really good job in this early game. Just being aggressive where they can and actually going for a kill on top of Darkseer. Darkseer, he might be in trouble, surges away. Face of VoiD not able to get any type of bashes. He does have another time walk, but it won't be able to go that far. Magnus haste runes up on him, so he's trying to go for the kill on top of Darkseer. I got lag on my side, but we're going to watch this. I'm going to go ahead and predict that Darkseer did die because Magnus does have a shockwave. If Magnus doesn't miss a shockwave, then he gets a kill. But it looks like I'm going to be timing out completely, which will suck horribly. And I really do hope my internet didn't fall out. Because if it did, that'd be horrible. It looks like I got completely DC'd. Wow, that sucks. So let me see if I can jump right back into this game. Hopefully Dota didn't have a boo-boo right now. So if it did, that'd be sad. But I'm pretty sure Magnus got the kill on top of that Darkseer. Just by virtue of how low Darkseer was, and Magnus has a hate stream, so he can actually keep up with the Darkseer. Let me make sure my internet is actually doing well. Yes, my internet is doing well. Looks like I just got connected from the Dota 2 server, which sucks. And there we go, I'm back in the game. Darkseer did... Whoa, God. That is not the kill counter. Sorry guys, sorry about that, everybody watching Dota TV, but I did get DC'd. My internet, or sorry, my connection to the server dropped. So as far as I can tell, the kill counter is 1-0, which I don't think is right. I think Dota's drunk right now. Naga again, a negative armor top with Bristleback, where Bristleback says, hey bro, I don't care, I can probably 1v5 your entire team. Face of VoiD going down bottom to the Darkseer, and it looks like Darkseer did, looks like he did die. So Darkseer did die to the Magnus. Make sure it's true. Magnus has 1 kill. Yes, so that did happen. I mean, on top we got the fight still happening. We got Naga actually in a little bit of trouble. She's trying to go for the kill on top of this Lich. She throws out the net. Not gonna be able to do too terribly much. And besides, trying to get the kill, almost able to get the kill on top of that Lich, but Lich is just barely surviving. Now we got Bristle chasing the crap out of these guys, and he's trying to get more cool spray damage, but he won't be able to get enough. And guys, Bristleback, he's extremely scary person to deal with when he's chasing like that, because especially since he's after level 6 right now. Basically, when he has his Warpath, it gives him it makes him deceptively. It gives him more damage than it seems. There you go. That's what I was trying to say. Magnus charging forward. He's trying to get the kill on top of Lich. He will be able to pick up the kill on top of Lich, and Lich did have the bottle of Bristle, or he. Oh, never mind. Maybe he's just got a Tango. Not too sure. CK coming up top. CK can throw a stun if he needs to. He looks like he shouldn't go for it because Bristleback, he has too much HP and too much mana. CK on the run, eating himself 2 quills, 3 quills actually. Now we got the kill. The kill's turning towards Bristle. Bristle actually facing the wrong way. He will be able to throw out a few things. He's trying to keep his back turned towards the enemy. He got his back against the wall, and you just can't stop him. Actually, he eats that damage from the face, and he's actually going to keep going. Naga does go down. Bristle able to pick up the kill on top of that, and there's Lich from the middle of nowhere. The hero of this match killing himself a CK. And now officially everything is back in order. So yes, Bristleback, like I said, Warpath gives him more damage than it seems. Pretty much for every stack that he gets inside of Warpath, that is much more damage. It's a ridiculous amount of damage. 20 base damage and then 20 damage per stack. So right. So he gets 40 damage on the first one, and he gets 20 damage per stack, and at max stacks are 5. Let's go ahead and assume that he can only get 4 stacks before it does run out. That's a lot of damage. That's almost 100 damage. Anyway, Chronosphere used by Face of VoiD just to keep him alive. And actually, Face of VoiD going to turn around. Very bad decision. He's going to be going down here very soon. Darkseer has an Iron Shell. He also has a lot of damage. Looks like he wants to bait out Darkseer. Darkseer does come around. Beautiful bait coming up for from Face of VoiD. Fooled me as well. And looks like Face of VoiD still going to be going down. CK stunning to fall, and there's the kill going towards Face of VoiD. Living life on the edge. 19 HP. Dim backtracks. So yeah, Darkseer able to pick out the kill on top of that. He was being aggressive, as I think he should be, but having the 2 supports off the map, or having CK and Naga off the map, it's a really risky thing. And Naga's actually building for a more carry style than a support. Whereas she actually has items for a... actually, no, she's building herself a poor man shield. Which would be a nice item for her to have. As far as negating the damage coming out from Bristleback's right clicks and Doombringer's right clicks and Lich's right clicks. So it'd be nice. Meanwhile, we see Visage actually getting chased. Visage will be going out on the backside. We got Magnus. Magnus gonna be able, or no, gonna be able to escape, but no, he isn't. And that Doombringer was able to pick up the kill on top of that Visage without using nearly any abilities. He threw out his level death. He also threw out his Scorched Earth. Actually, no, he only threw out Scorched Earth, and he just right clicked him to death. A lot of damage coming his way, basically by virtue of Shockwave, and also he had a lot of heal from that point. And his allies also get a lot of heal too. CK did go down bottom. Darkseer going to be able to finish himself off on Naga, and Naga not level 6 yet, not able to disengage those fights. And things are looking very bad for TeamPyro right now. Observer Ward placed in lane, extremely aggressive Observer Ward. It will be able to see everything coming up and down this lane, no matter where the creep wave is, so it'll be really nice for these guys. Darkseer picking himself off the tower. Oh my gosh, Magus just barely missing with that shockwave, but he does get the Darkseer indeed. And now Magus on the run. Lich is chasing him. Lich ulti is up. He's trying to wait for somebody to come around the corner. No, Doombringer shows up instead. Lich ulti does fly. Magus gonna get hit with it, bouncing between 2 things. Sadly, it doesn't bounce on top of the Magus. And Magus RP does fly. It doesn't actually achieve anything, but there was a rotation. Actually, no rotation is coming out. I thought a DK was rotating in. Speaking of DK, he has the drums. And speaking of drums, let's go and take a look at the items. Natural progression, I know. We see CK has himself a bracer, so he's trying to build himself those drums for his team. Pretty much everybody else on the side of Team Pyro are really poor. Magnus looks like he wants to give himself blink dagger, but he's not going to have that anytime soon. But hold on, let's hold that thought, because we got Face of VoiD getting doomed up. No dodge for you, no evasion, no bashes, no nothing. His Chronosphere is up, but he's going to get stunned instead, and a lot of damage coming his way. He goes down. Doombringer able to capitalize on that. Rapuza feeling confident, and Lich actually built himself a blink dagger of all things. Blink dagger Lich. So Blink Frost Blast, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Blink Frost Blast is almost on par with a Blink Burrow Strike, except for it doesn't actually stun. It does hurt quite a bit, and being able to blink and get into those nasty positions to throw your ult or throw that Frost Blast is actually pretty darn powerful. So having a Blink Dagger, not too terribly questionable. His team is doing that well to where he can have the Blink Dagger and not necessarily get punished for it. Especially considering the fact that Bristleback hasn't really been touched too terribly much. He has been extremely low, but he doesn't really care. He's Bristleback, and he's ready to go for the kill. And he's actually built himself a Vanguard of all things. So talk about being hard to bring down. Top tower will be going down here. Dragon Knight did make a nice little cameo to show up. And there's the top tower going down. The first tower of the game going down. Second tower of the game, sorry. Third tower. Whoa. CulBlu's obviously drunk, guys. I don't know what I'm talking about. Looks like it might be a fourth tower. Jump Endurance is popped. Just give it right a little bit more attack speed. Bristleback ready to fight. He's put himself in the prime position. Darkseer is here as well. Naga Siren ulti is up. She's going to go ahead and pop that ulti. Radiant structures are fortified. Everybody's getting caught up. Face of VoiD trying to line up. Magus ulti is on cooldown though. Don't forget that. Looks like CK stun will probably be coming on top of Bristle. I think it should go on Bristle. No, it's not going to go on Bristle. Vacuum coming out from Darkseer, pulling CK right back into the wall. Face of VoiD Chronosphere not really achieving much, and we got CK on the run. CK will be going down. He's just getting ran on down. Face of VoiD trying to go for kill on top of Bristle. Not the right person to focus it. Magus does show up. RP is online. He throws it out, and that's really about it. Visage goes down. It looks like Magus will be following here very soon. Skewers himself away, but Bristle gets himself a nice surge, pat on the back, and there's a dead Magus. And there's an ultra kill, and Bristleback trying to get a few bottle charges. Or sorry, I don't know what he's doing.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
He's trying to get pulled in. That's what he's trying to get. And he's actually doing quite a bit of damage. He's still surviving. He's still alive right now. And there we go. He finally does go down. Not too sure he was doing that close to the fountain, but CK said, hey, let's go and capitalize and kill the Bristle. And that'll be the first of Bristle's deaths, which is actually a very important kill. But so much has already been lost by Team Pyro that it's not even funny. Frost attack is up on Doombringer, which is funny. I don't know what it does. Obviously it hurts. Oh, that's the ghost. That's the ghost, the annoying ghost that slows your attack speed and move speed. Yeah, that one. One of those ghosts. Probably not the best skill to have. I think the regen and also any other increasing damage aura is actually really good. Doomer gonna go ahead and pop himself a armlet, just trying to see if he can catch him by coming around the corner, but nobody comes around the corner. Naga actually getting caught out. No ulti for her, so she won't be able to actually do too terribly much. She's gonna start running away. She does go down. Lich able to pick up the kill. Sorry, Dragon able to pick up the kill on top of that. Mech Hizzle purchased up by Darkseer. Face Boost purchased up by Bristleback, so he's ready to go for the fight. Doombringer actually getting caught in the worst spot possible. Mech Hizzle popped by his ally, not gonna be enough. He goes down. Another kill for these guys. And slowly but surely, Team Pyro are fighting their way back into this. Magus ulti is on cooldown for another 30 seconds, so he doesn't want to die. Just say he wants to stay alive. He actually skewers, midget skewer. He turns around. Not too sure what the turn was about, but he does get vacuumed right back in. Bristleback Vanguard completed. And Nauseum coming up for Cypher. I'm not too sure what that means. But it obviously means something like, ah, crap. Darn it. You done got me. So it seems like. And Lich actually built himself a Tranquil Boots. So Tranquil Boots will be up on him. Not necessarily as late as it would seem, but he already has himself a blink dagger, so that's a very expensive item. Lich ulti to fly. It will be bounced on top of two. It's going to be bouncing between Naga and Faces. If it bounces back to Faces, he's dead. But Naga's going to be the only one caught here. Her ulti is up in another 32 seconds, so it won't be up fast enough. Vacuum coming up from Darkseer. He just barely missed the Faces VoiD. He does go down for his troubles, and that mid tower goes down as well. And oh my gosh, so much lag. Besides, you just killed my computer. We got the stun coming on top of Magus. Magus' RP is up. He's actually going to be able to get the RP, but not the right person. He gets on top of Bristleback, so now Bristle can just stand still. He's already in front. He has a head start on top of Visage, so he'll actually be able to get the kill on top of that. It's not flying. Bristleback, very, very, very unmannered person, just not all over the place. And he's going to be able to do quite a bit of damage to Naga. Naga looks like she'll be the one going down, but no, Face of VoiD actually going to go for the kill on top of Bristle. He's hitting his back, not the right place to hit. Forced to actually try to turn around and go for the try to go for the damage on the front. Bristle, Doombringer able to pick up the kill on top of Face of VoiD, and Face of VoiD able to pick up the kill on top of Bristle. Bristle just buys back.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And I think I think Bristle's building a Radiance, but he doesn't have that much gold. Bottom tower getting pinged. basically VoiD say, hey, we want to take as many towers as possible, as fast as possible, and they're in fact doing that. If this game does go late, I think, or actually no, not I think, Team Pyro will just be able to walk all around VoiD, because Naga's ulti will be on a 60-second cooldown, faces VoiD, he'll be able to actually get permabash somebody. Visage will have his, maybe 3 birds by then, or 3 familiars, and CK will be doing a little bit more damage. He might have his armlet, he might have a Mantis style, they might be able to push back. But right now, Team Pyro are extremely vulnerable. They have heroes who really depend on high cooldown abilities, such as Faces Void, such as Magnus, and also such as Naga to a certain extent. Versus a Bristleback, and Bristleback gives 0 cares about your cooldowns. He wants to kill you right now. It's actually doing quite a bit of damage to the familiars. Magnus come in, he skewers in. No RP up on top of him. But if there was RP, that would be a nasty fight. Doesn't matter. No RP, no win. It looks like that's gonna be a dead everybody. Dead Faces Void, dead Visage on the backside. So much carnage everywhere. CK pulls himself in a lich. That's really about it. Meanwhile, CK trying to run as fast as possible can. All he has is 4 points inside his Chaos Bolt. He has 4 points inside his Rally Rift. Gets a stun on top of CK, or gets a stun on top of DK, not CK. And that's gonna be everybody on Team Pyro down. That'll be the last outer tower gonna be going out here very soon. Visage familiar gonna stun up a wild Doombringer. And I wonder, can Doombringer eat that?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It will be coming back up. Nobody's gonna focus it. They're gonna kill the tower instead.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
And no hunting shall be done for the bird.
Dire's middle tower is under
Meanwhile,
attack.
Naga's here. Her ulti's up. She can try to initiate the fight, but I really think at this point she wants to save it to disengage the fight. Oh, and also, don't forget, guys. Remember I mentioned before, if just one of the people who can build an AC, then everybody will be benefiting greatly from it on Team VoiD. There's ulti from Naga coming in. These guys want to go for the fight. Magnus RP is up. It looks like he doesn't like what he sees. He's gonna go ahead and try to land the RP. He will be able to catch 3 inside his RP. Beautiful RP. And he's gonna push these guys into the chronosphere. He puts inside the chronosphere. A lot of damage getting done. Lich ulti did fly off, and so much damage. Everyone gets pulled in. Vacuum plus Lich ulti equals dead people. I see dead people, and that looks like it'll be Rax, guys. This just might be GG. I don't really know. I don't know if Team Pyro can actually come back from this. I'm not going to count them out yet though, because it should only be 1 Rax at the most. But by golly, even with the Wombo combo, it didn't work. Fortify coming out, protecting that tower. And the tower does finally go down. Shadow Blade's up on Doombringer as well. One thing to point out, DK AC is up on top of him, so these towers have -5 armor, which makes him die that much faster. And the familiars do come back up from Visage. He's scouting out with them. Jumper, trying to see if he can find an opening. Blinked forward from Lich, and actually this might be, this is a dead Visage. GG, well played, getting thrown out. Team Pyro, they will be knocked out of the tournament, and that will be the end of this fight. Team VoiD put on a very impressive performance with the combination. And like I said, I was excited from the get-go because of the Bristleback, but I'm even more excited to see that Bristleback actually worked out really well, and worked out so well. So anyway, like I said, my name is CulBlu. I just brought you guys I guess semifinals. No, this is not semifinals. This is like the quarterfinals. The quarterfinals for the lower bracket of Team Pyro's Dota 2 Cup tournament, or Dota 2 tournament. That's the proper name. It's Team Pyro's Molten Cup Dota 2 tournament, or Team Pyro's Molten Cup. But Dota 2 tournament, you have to throw it in so people know what you're talking about. Anywho, like I said, my name is CulBlu. Hope you guys enjoyed the cast, and I'll see you guys whenever.